Do you guys want free coaching? Guys, if you're in Master, Grandmaster, or Challenger, Master Plus, then you can get free coaching off me, a 1-hour session. All you have to do is join my Discord and post your OPGG in the free coaching channel. I don't know how many people I've helped go from like Master GM to Challenger, even coaching Challenger players to reach like, you know, top 10 and stuff. So all you have to do is post your OPGG in the free coaching channel in my Discord. I will reach out to you to schedule a session. Just please note that the sessions will probably be public. So that's what you're kind of accepting going into it, but it's a free 60-minute session with the GOAT. But yeah, this video, by the way, is me going through some of my games I played recently. It's a little bit longer than normally what I would post, but I think it's so informative. And if you watch the whole thing, I don't know how you won't climb tiers, depending on the tier you're in. If you're in Challenger, it might be difficult. But yeah, you get my point. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like and remember the Discord link and the free coaching channel. Thanks for watching. Don't be shit, bye. Yeah, so we start bot here because I want to go towards this top lane. Obviously, I don't really care what bot lane is. Also, bot lane here is just, there's no ignite or kill threat really from either side. Like Xerath and Caitlyn is a lot better, obviously, but there's no ignite. It's not Nautilus and Pyke and stuff like that, right? So it's just easy choice here, just a path towards top lane. This game I am playing AD Shaco, so if I have any vision on Silas, I will try to kill this kid. After red buff, I don't really think anything's happening, right? Like everyone's, you know, kind of full HP after red buff. Darius gets a solo kill top, which is great. I know Renekton doesn't have TP, so if Renekton had TP here, I'd definitely be thinking about doing this, because I know they'll probably start fighting again. But because he has ignite, I know Darius will probably be even like level 3 when Renekton gets back, so there's no fight top lane. And after I do Raptors here, you can see how bot lane shoved in, right? So bot lane, I'm not going to do anything here. Can I dive them? They'll be level 2 when I go down there, and it's difficult to dive a bot lane where they have defensive summoner spells. It's not like they have ignite or something aggressive, so it's very difficult for me to kill the enemy bot lane here. So all I do is just keep clearing. That's literally it. Or not keep clearing, sorry, but move towards top side because I remember what I do here. And as I'm moving top, you can see how this Talon is half HP, and I do have a Gragas mid, and I also have a Gragas with ignite, right? I know I have ignite, so they kind of cancel each other out, but still, like, it is extra damage if we like chain ignite. But when I see like a mid laner like this hovering towards top side, I'm guessing he's probably warded down here, or he's just like trusting himself to hold up here. So he's like, look, if this Shaco ganks, he's going to gank me from here. So I just flip it and say, well, you know, I can gank you from top side, and he's not obviously thinking about it, right? So instead of doing my wolf camp here, I just go mid. And if I was playing any other jungler here or coaching any other person, like on every jungler here, I think you go mid, because Talon will hit level 3 right after like 2 melees. So I'm really quick here to do this. I'm just thinking, like, you know, because I'm playing Shaco, like 226 is really quick for me to be here. No other jungler in the game is going to be in this position. Like, you're probably finishing Raptors now, right? If you start red, Krug's Raptors, like now you're finishing Raptors. So I'm like 10 seconds ahead of everyone here. So maybe it's like a Shaco thing. But all I'm saying, guys, is like, if you are playing another jungler and you're finishing Raptors, there's nothing wrong with this move still. I still think it's really good, because like if you're playing Lee Sin or anyone with a skill shot, you just time it off Gragas's E. If you're playing something like even maybe a Hecarim, you could do this. Yeah, like Hecarim, Lilia, and those champions, I don't actually think this is really that great, but you do have Gragas with ignite, and when he hits level 3, like, it should just be a free kill, to be honest. As long as you save your E and stuff on Hecarim, you can obviously like go Stin and all that. But yeah, on Shaco, I think this is just like really free. I just queue over the wall and we get a kill. He flashes as well, which is great. No reason for him to flash. He should just cop it, and we get a kill. I know Talon doesn't have TP, so I decide to like help him shove, but the next wave is way too close. We should never do this. Like, Gragas should honestly insta-base. But this isn't really going to, like, decide a game, okay? So don't just think, oh my god, you know, like, the Talon, when he runs back and freeze mid lane and the game's over. No, of course not. Like, a freeze does not win or lose a game, so don't worry about it too much. This game proves it as well, right? Look how bad that wave is for him. Now, I know that Silas started bot side, right? Because we had a ward here. So while I'm doing all this, I know that when these are up, he's obviously, you know, hasn't started top side, right? He could have done a weird clear, because Silas doesn't really like clearing. He's not like too bad at clearing Raptors, I guess. But yeah, maybe he did a weird clear because he is playing against a Shaco as well, where he did like blue, Gromp, and then red. Something like that. Like, I don't know. But most junglers here are just going to like full clear one side, right? So, because I know he's not top side here, I know he's going to be here maybe in like the next, you know, 5-10 seconds. Because, yeah, Silas isn't like the quickest clear in the game, and we see him here, right? So I know he's on Raptors here, so I'm just trying to get like a little bit of vision. And I was expecting him here to actually run towards red buff, but he makes a smart move to gank mid, because look at the Gragas. So honestly, like, him ganking mid might be okay. It's just unfortunate that I see him. He also sees me, by the way. I don't know what this guy's doing. He actually sees me there, which is kind of crazy, but NA Diamond, I guess. Some of these junglers as well might be smurfs, because this is like, I guess I am smurfing, so some people like I'm versing might actually be higher than Diamond, or yeah, maybe Master from last season, but anyway, doesn't really matter, right? This is a really nice play I make here to actually box, so he like doesn't hit the Gragas, because if he hits the Gragas there, then it's actually really bad for me, and he might even escape. It will be a long chase anyway, so the box is kind of clutch. And we end up getting a kill, nice ignite, and yeah, held Ignite right because Gragas ignited the Talon before, and now I go for his red buff. He will obviously know that I'm going to red buff here because I'm running off the minion wave or vision towards his top camps. And how am I allowed to do this? Because I have insane prio top, and yes, I don't have a mid laner, but why would Talon want to leave minions to go over to me? He's never going to kill me, right? Like, how is he going to kill a Shaco with Q and stuff? Like, he doesn't. He just never kills me. And it is a Conqueror Talon, so I have to be careful if I do like 1v1 him, but I'm not thinking about that, right? All I'm thinking about here is, look, just take one camp and we're chilling. So that's all I do. So we take red buff, Talon comes over, but I don't really care, right? Like, I know Renekton's still top lane, I smite it, and then I just run away, and Talon's missing experience. So again, like, the funny thing here is if Talon stayed mid, and he got that wave, and then he just shoves this one, he actually has, like, roam and stuff. He can actually, like, roam afterwards. So him going up here is, like, just so good for us, and he misses experience. So lots of people ask me, like, you know, if you're not going to get kills and stuff when you invade, why is it good? You're literally just saying it right there. Like, him missing 2 minions is so bad for him because he doesn't get any gold from killing me. I'm full HP. It's not like I'm 200 HP really risking it. All I'm thinking about here, what do you guys think? So this is, like, where you guys have to just think about the other side of the map. I'm just going to say it, like, I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. I'm just going to, like, you know, just say it straight up. Think about the other side of the map for me. It's 325. What does that mean? It means the crabs are spawning in 5 seconds, and it means that my Krugs and Raptors are spawning when? In 40 seconds, right? In 50 seconds or so. So I've got less than a minute here to think about whether I have to defend these. That's all I'm thinking about here, okay? I know that I've got this red buff for free. The Silas might be near his inhibs. Never mind, he's a little bit slower. But there's no way the Silas is going to hit me here, right? There's no way. So I've already done this in my head. So now I'm thinking about, what do I have to do next here? Because I've got all these camps up. It would be really nice. Imagine this, if I could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, right? That would be kind of cool. Then I just recall and run to my Krugs and Raptors. But if I do all of this, what's the time going to be? If I run to Crab and do Crab and go to Blue and go to Gromp and do walls, the time's going to be like 4:30. And I've got a base. I'm going to be here at 5:10. That's really late. I'm going to be here at 5:30 or 5:10 if I run straight here. That's too late for me in my head at the moment, because Silas might be operating bot side here. He might know that his red buff is gone, especially now, right? Right, I've just lost red buff. What's the point in doing that? So now I'm actually going to go bot and try to make something happen here. I know the Shaco's top side here. I know he's going to do top crab. I know he's got his whole top side of so farm. So if I'm Silas, maybe I just go straight bot. Honestly, that's like the only play I think this kid has. So all I'm thinking about is this. That's literally it. You guys are also going to see, by the way, these junglers lose their minds. When you focus on jungle camp, not like focus and you disregard lanes, you can already see like how I'm doing 2 things, right? I'm winning mid or winning lanes and winning jungle as well. So I kill the enemy mid laner, right? We kill the Talon, and then I kill Silas afterwards, yeah? So I win mid, and I win jungle. But I'm thinking about jungle all the time, right? So when I take this red buff, it's not, oh yeah, I took my red buff, now I've got to farm my camps. It's like, no, you keep thinking about Silas the whole game. You keep thinking about the enemy jungler the whole game. It's the best way to like improve. If you think about what the enemy jungler is thinking, you can actually react to what they're going to do, right? And you'll see in this game, I think I kill him like sometime soon on my Raptors because I know he's going to be there. But if you think about what they're thinking, oh my god, this Shaco, how dare he take my red buff? Let me run towards bot side because I know he's going to farm his top camps like I was just saying. If you know what his next move is going to be, what their next move is going to be in all your games, you're just going to crush people. If you're not playing in Challenger, like even if this was Challenger, I reckon I would just crush junglers. But anyway, you will just beat every single player, right? Because you know what their like future is. If you know what their future is, then you can adjust yours. If you don't know, then you're literally just like waddling around clicking, yeah? But yeah, all I'm thinking about here is, right, Silas, he's going to retaliate. How is he going to retaliate from me killing him and taking his red buff? Probably think about my bot camps, right? I know this wave is pushing to Darius, by the way, because if we go all the way back here, when he shoves this wave in and he bases, I already know, right? The top wave is pushing towards Darius, especially now, yeah? Because the wave is reset on Renekton's side. His minions have formed already, and you can even see, like, if Renekton didn't hit this minion wave, that one's dying. This one will die soon afterwards, right? So because the red minion wave has formed before the blue, so just watch this for me. You see here how this is already in formation. So 6 against a 1. Yeah, that's why the way the lane will like push towards Darius. So I know the top lane is pushing towards Darius, and this is like where it gets interesting, right? If I was to gank top lane, which is probably always a kill, like in my opinion, and maybe on the next wave, but let's just say the top lane is a kill. If I go there, right, this is the great dilemma. If I go there, what am I losing? My bot camps. So you've got to ask yourself, is it worth me killing any lane, if I'm going to lose my camps? So if you think that killing Renekton is really worth because, you know, it's a lane you really care about, he doesn't have TP, he's already getting stomped. You know, I reckon if he dies one more time, he might even AFK the game. That's how bad it is for him, right? And I wouldn't even begrudge him for that. I probably would. That's what you're trying to answer, okay, with that. So when you're making plays, and your camps are on respawn. So think about that. If I make a play now, guys, so if I was to gank top lane right now, I don't have to worry too much about my bot camps. They're getting very close though, right? But it's not like they're spawned. So if you watch this for me, so after we do crab and then I do blue buff, if I go top now, remember, all I'm thinking about is that. All I'm thinking about, don't worry about the rest of the map here. I'm thinking about that picture. I've got Krugs and Raptors up at 420, 430. That's all I'm thinking about here. So if I make any play on the map, is it worth if I lose these? Okay, that is literally all I'm thinking here. Now, I know that this Renekton is half HP here. I know that he's already getting stomped, and I just think we can kill him because I'm Shaco, right? I can like Q out of the brush and get the jump on him, and he's going to die again. So that's all I do. Wait for Darius to go in, E him at the end, and it's a free kill, right? We shut that wave. What do I do here? I just base. Hopefully I'm not on vision. If I am, it's whatever, but I'm not on vision here. So I'm saying here, look, Silas, if you take my Raptors, I'm actually fine with you taking Raptors, yeah? Because I'll get to my Krugs in time. So if you take my Raptors, I don't really have an issue with that because I just killed your top laner. Look at the Darius for me. How does he not 1v9 from this position? And he does. So this is where it's worth, in my opinion, sometimes to say, look, you can take some camps that are respawning, but your top laner, the difference between top lane is way bigger than the difference that you might, you know, create in jungle. But obviously here, I'm so far ahead of Silas anyway, that if he takes my Raptor camp, it's really redundant, right? Like it's nowhere near the amount of gold and value we just got from killing that Renekton. He misses one or two more waves. He'll definitely miss this wave as well, I reckon. Oh, maybe not actually, but he's definitely going to miss this wave, right? Darius will be level 6 soon. Like top lane is just completely over. So for a lane to be completely over and for me to lose Raptors, you go for it, bro. You take my Raptors. I've got no worry with this, right? So let's see where I go out of base here. Because obviously I'm going to have gold, so you guys do long swords or something. Yeah. So I know he takes my Raptors here. So all I'm thinking about here is, look, I don't think this kid will actually take my Krugs because if you see this, can you see how he's like running out towards the river? So if this guy was running like this, I would obviously just go to Krugs and kill him. But this guy's like running out back to his own camps. I also know here that Silas has pretty much all his camps up because he had 16 right before. So I'm guessing he took Krugs for 20, and then he took Crab for 24, and then Raptors for 28. Therefore, every single one of his camps, well, apart from Krugs obviously, but the rest of the camps have spawned. And guess what? These camps are all level 4. So if I was like able to click on the camps here and show vision, they would be level 4 camps. Yeah, because they've respawned already. So every single camp here on his side is valuable. So where do I go? I could definitely think about invading in bot side, because if I know he's going to be a Gromp and walls, I could definitely run there, right? I don't know if I want a direct confrontation when Talon has move. So if you look mid lane for me, I'm running out of base and looking at this. And I'm thinking to myself, look, you can even see like how I'm staying flexible. I can actually run here. That would be great. But I think here that Talon in this position, I think he's too much of a threat. Like, that's honestly what I'm thinking. In hindsight, this move would probably actually be really good. But again, I'm thinking like, do I actually get here on time? So if I think I can hit him on Gromp, which maybe I could even. If I actually think I can hit him on Gromp, that would be great, right? But the other thing here is like, I don't really want to sound like a, you know, genius after just showing you guys the minimap, but, or the vision, sorry, but wards. So if Talon's warded down here, right, because his jungler's playing here, or Silas has a ward, like whatever it is, right? Like it's kind of likely that something is going to be warded here afterwards. So anyway, in my head here, I'm just thinking, look, if Gragas does not have prior mid and it's like that bad, I'm not really going to directly run at the Silas, right? So all I do here is just run at his Raptors and take these. That's all I do. And him running over is actually kind of smart because he might think, oh my god, this Shaco is going to be here. So again, I don't know if this guy was, you know, actually like meant to do that. But yeah, we just take his Raptors, right? And that's pretty chill. Fight him a little bit here. I know again that Talon has Prime. And this is why it's difficult, right? Like it's still difficult for me to even do Raptors here, but I know like I never die. So ping top lane here because he might die, right? Silas might go and gank him. I see the Nami here as well. So enemy support is top side here. Oh my goodness me. So all I'm thinking about here is, well, if their support's top, I still kind of like want to fight here because Darius is level 6 with double summoners. Like I still think we actually crush them in 3v3. So I'm actually just going to play it slow. Make sure I don't show on vision here. I'm just going to wait for the laners to kind of like breathe or whatever. I'm going to queue over because if they're on it, then I can always like, you know, the teammates will come over, right? Like if you guys ever get vision of, you know, someone doing dragon or grubs, your teammates will probably always run over. So that's all I'm doing here. And I box there, right? I also try to run off in case Nami warded this or something. And because I know now, and we also see Silas on here, so that's warded, right? So we actually saw him on Gromp. Now I just have easy grubs. What am I thinking? What did I say at the start of the video? Not the start of the video, but after I killed Silas down here somewhere at level 3, and then I took his red buff, what did I say? Think about the other side of the map. All I'm thinking about here is that. But honestly, that's it. So I wouldn't even be surprised here after grubs if I run straight to my bot camps. Okay, never mind, I do Gromp. All I'm thinking here is like, what time did he take Raptors? Is he going to take my red buff? Is he going to take Krug? Something like this, right? So that's all I'm thinking here. So the reason I would do Gromp is why. Don't think about Gromp in terms of experience or gold or how much it gives you. That it means nothing. Why am I doing Gromp? I'm doing Gromp because I think I can do Gromp and still get here in time. If I thought that I had to run here straight away to cover the Silas, I would just run here like this, yeah? But in this game, I'm thinking, I don't actually think he'll get there straight away. I think I've got enough time to do these. And guess what? I do have enough time. That's what jungling is, yeah? So it's not like I do Gromp and then gank top lane. Woo! No, you're always thinking about the other side of the map. If I'm ganking top lane here, it's because I'm happy with losing potentially 3 camps. No, that's too much. Level 4, if he just takes my Raptors, when I've got it warded as well, beautiful. Really nice ward by my mid laner, thank you. He gave me jungle as well, and I gave him a free win. It's very difficult, right, for him to do anything at level 4 there, apart from Raptors. But here, if I show top side, he's just going to take my whole bot side, yeah? I don't really like that too much. Ignite him here, so I know which is the real one. We just wait. Talon decides to almost run it down as well if that clone blew up in front of his face. We Q over, dodged an army bubble, or just wait it out anyway, and yeah. We'll keep watching for a little bit longer. Because same thing here, right? I've got nothing to worry about topside. My wolves, right, might respawn in like 40 seconds, I'm guessing. Like my wolf camp, but who cares about that, right? Even blue might respawn soon, okay? So, all right, top side of the map, we actually have maybe a couple of resources. We don't want to give them for free, you know what I mean? Like, if we can defend them, of course we want to. So all I'm thinking about here, same thing. It's my blue buff, it's my wolves. But I don't think really this guy's ever going to invade my top side. Every single time, guys, I'm showing on the minimap, right, I just killed the Silas, I just killed the Nami. We killed the Talon at level 3 showing mid lane. I killed the Silas at level 3. I'm taking his red buff. He knows that, even Talon knows that, he's running over to me. All I'm thinking about is the other side of the map. So it doesn't even matter where you are. When you show on vision, screw the side of the map that you're on, that's easy. Like me getting dragon here, of course I've got dragon. Why do I need to focus on getting dragon here? Like I know I've got this. So let's try to think about the other side of the map in the future. That's all I'm thinking. Silas here shows on vision. What might he do? He's level 6 full HP. He will know that I used ultimate. He will know I'm also going to be probably low because I did just do the dragon without my R. So I could be low here, right? So the Silas, especially when he shows on vision here, might be really mad. And he probably is. So I put a ward down here. GG. If you ever find yourselves like just farming, it's fine. Like if I actually skip this, right? Look, I'm not in many kills. Like my team has 13 kills, right? I'm not really doing much. Even here, you know, even in terms of CS, like I don't really have that much. Yeah. But at the end of the game, we have like 10 CS per minute and I'm worth like, you know, 500 gold bounty. You're either farming camps or champions. If you don't think you can farm a champion, then just farm your camps or their camps. The camps on the minimap, just farm them as best as you think you actually can, right? Whether it's your camps or their camps. Obviously, like their camps would be great, but yeah. As our red buff here, this isn't really, by the way, guys, like anything with me wanting to path anywhere. I should just probably start blue buff, but I'm just thinking to myself like Darius with ghosts and all that. Like I don't really want to deal with some sort of late invaders or graves because I want to start at a buff, right? I don't really want to start wolves. Just decide to start red buff here because I don't really want to deal with a Darius late invade. Even Lee Sin like might come in land a Q or something. And yeah, I'm gonna want to like FF. So just decide to start red buff here. Again, like I don't think really where you start will dictate a game, but just tell you guys what I'm thinking. And I could always think, because I know Lee Sin's going to start top here, because my Hui got like vision and stuff, so I'm pretty sure he started Raptors in this game. So because he started Raptors 4 minutes. So all I'm thinking about, 4 minutes. Yeah, I just like put a timer in my brain, say it out loud in your games. 4 minutes for his Raptors. Just take Krogs here. Yep, nothing really going on, right? Again, everything's so passive. Full HP, full HP, full HP. The 2 points in Q here, because I'm a greedy mother effer. 2 blue. Again, nothing really going on. My Poppy is just 1v9 in the game though. Let's go. No Lee Sin's bot side, right? So that's where I ping. And you might be like, oh my god, like, and by the way, guys, like if this Lee Sin is good, I'm pretty sure he gets a kill here, yeah? Like, this guy has, I guess he actually doesn't get a kill. But yeah, maybe if he's good, he might. I can't even be bothered watching this, but maybe in another game, yeah, like he gets a kill here. I'm not going to be tilted. Why am I not going to be tilted? Because I literally ping. So if they die, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I can't do anything, obviously. I can't TP here. So whatever happens here, it's just out of my control now. When the enemy jungler shows. It's when they don't show. So me pinging his Gromp is hopefully enough information to let Poppy and my AD carry know that, look, that's where he is. Please don't run it down type thing. Where do I go after Crab? There is the enemy jungler with a kill. Oh my god, FF, he killed the Ezreal. Of course not. We just go and take his Raptors, right? Because I know it's 4 minutes. This is actually quite risky what I do. The funny thing here, though, is that I probably wouldn't do this in a challenger game, but the reason I did it in this game is just because I know that Lee Sin's probably going to farm his Gromp, because he's got a camp left. So, like, when he killed bot lane, I think he had 20 CS. So I know he's got like crab and this to go, right? Or maybe even just this. Maybe he had 24 when he reganked. But I just know he's got at least one camp, right? Whatever that is. So he's going to spend another like 10-15 seconds on bot side of the map, which gives me 10-15 seconds extra time to do this. If he recalls straight away, so let's just say he killed the Israel and like ran off like this and then based, it's actually very risky for me to be doing this, and I'd never do it. It's just because I'm in this elo, okay? So it looks really greedy, and it is of me doing this. But yeah, that's the reason why, because I know he has an extra camp up, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do it, because they never think about this. But if I was versing like someone really good, if I was versing Kanavi or Canyon, I'm never doing this. A little bit of ego, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm just telling you guys what I'm thinking. Where do I run out of base? Just towards my Raptors, right? I know this guy's going to get mad. Oh my god, look at this. Like, even his top laner, by the way, check Krugs. So just remember this, okay, guys, like in your games, patterns repeat themselves. What I mean is that, or history repeats itself, I could even say, that Darius just spent time to come over to Krugs and check these. I know that Lee Sin was either pinging me, or Darius is just really aware of jungle or their duo or something, right? So I've put that in my little memory. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's more than happy moving over to help his jungler out if they have info on me, okay? So that's what I've remembered from that. Lee Sin, think about the Silas in last game, right? And by the way, this guy who does actually get kills in this game, I think he was like 201 or something, like, and you might be, oh my god, it's jungle diff, he's doing so much and all that. His brain just completely falls out of his head because I just take his camps on repeat. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is ganking so much and showing on the map so much that I just take his camps on repeat. So when he sees his camps gone here, right, because Darius would have checked these, oh my god, he took my Krugs and Raptors, right, that's it. And there it is. There's an on the way ping on the minimap, and he's running at my Raptors. So I never run to Krugs here, you know? Never ever run to Krugs. And at the end of this, we end up picking up 2 kills, I think, because we killed the Galio and Lee Sin. So here he comes. I smite it on 180 ping, let's go. And I kite him here because I want to trap him, right? Like, I know that Hui might be here first, because when I ran out of base, I know my Hui is right here, yeah? So I kite him kind of towards the Galio, and it looks risky, but I know I have flash, right? So I never die here. And you can see, like, me just kiting back. One more auto attack. Dodge that with my E. Wei gets a kill on Lee. So from this early game, right, the Lee Sin, after basing, got 0 gold. He literally just ran into my Raptors and died. Oh my god, the Lee Sin's 1-0. Look at him go, ganking my bot lane. Look at him go now. You know what I mean? Like, when you make plays like that, guys, and you forget about your camps, which is what I've been talking about, think about it. Think about the last game we just looked at. Whenever I show on the map, I think about the other side of the map. This Lee Sin shows bot lane at 4:10, 4 minutes, whatever it was, and he just doesn't think about his Raptors and Krugs. And that's what he loses for it. And then he gets probably tilted from it. And then he makes this kind of like really weird play to invade my Raptors, which they never win. Yeah? So yeah, we end up picking up 2 kills just because of jungle. You might be like, oh my god, what a random like fight. No, this all stems from him literally being here at 4 minutes and me just reacting properly. Mechanics, yes, they're actually really good. Well done me, I'm going to be honest. And we like played it perfectly, which is still important, by the way. So like, you guys of course can like go back on my stream and watch like how I'm moving my mouse and all that, because that is very important. Like, if I don't know how to play Graves there, I might actually even like end up inting and dying, and it doesn't even look that good. Like, it might just be a 1-for-1. He ends up ganking bot here. It's very difficult for me to like know what he's going to do here, right? Because he could run a grub, yeah? Like, he could just run straight to grubs out of base. He could run bot. And the funny thing is here, like, he should know his Raptors and Krugs are going to spawn at like 6:30. Because when he checked them, surely I would have done his, like, if I did both of those camps, I would have finished them at like 4:30, 4:40. So if we add like 2 minutes 15 onto that, it will be closer to 7 minutes for Krugs, I know that, but therefore Raptors have got to be like 6:30-ish. Hopefully that makes sense. Do I go for grubs here? Of course not. We just take his top camps again. And I know Lee Sin here, right, is probably just going to do Dragon. I'm a little bit worried here because I see Galio missing and I see Darius run over, right? So here you might be like, oh my god, he's like, why don't you just do Krugs? And you know, it's so good for you. This Lee Sin as well might be thinking that I'm topside. Like, he might just run straight here. Like, some junglers might actually do this. So if he does this, I'm going to be screwed. And he's got a Galio who can ult on top of his head. He can ult on top of Darius's head. What did Darius do earlier at level 4 or 5? He checked his Krugs. I reckon this Lee Sin is thinking to myself, look, I just killed the bot lane. Graves is not here. I'm hitting Dragon. Graves is still not here. He has to be over here somewhere. Darius, can you come over and check this again like you did before? And he'll be like, no worries, man. I got you. Oh my god, look, here he is. We caught him. This greedy jungler. So you have to know when you can and when you can't. This situation here, I don't think I can, and you can see how I'm a little bit hesitant to really go in here, and Galio's active. The Darius was thankfully basing over here. But yeah, Like, I'm just being patient, right? I just want the map to tell me. I want the map to approve of my ideas, whether it's taking Krugs or taking Grubs. If I go over here and the Darius is here and Galio's here, I just die, right? Like if I just E over, because I've got no flash from the fight at Raptors. So I'm just patient. I know Galio here is in a very weird position. He can't jump walls, so we just kill him. And he doesn't have flash, right? Because he tried to flash on me down here. So I just get a kill instead. We end up going for Grubs. If I go for Krugs here, Darius. If I go for red buff, Darius. So I have to go for Grubs because it's escaped, right? I have escaped. If I'm this deep, bro, it's very, very difficult for me to get out of that. I know I have these, and you can also see me here, guys, pinging that I want this area warded. Lee Sin here should actually just run straight to my bot side, and if we had a ward there, that would be kind of sick. I would love my mid laner to go over there. We don't need like this many people here. I think I might even ping like off. I should definitely actually ping off here, because all I want is my bot side to be kind of secure. So I'm thinking here, like in my head, right, he's taking my Raptors red and God knows what else. So we'll see what we do here. Okay, lots of people here, by the way, might think like I'm trolling you because I'm on like a decent amount of gold. Like 12, 20 gold is a lot of gold, right? So I could recall, I could get the movement speed, attack damage item that builds into Ghostblade, maybe another longsword as well. But if I do that, the Lee Sin is being active, right? Like Lee Sin is taking Raptors, red and Krugs. Like that's what I think he's doing. Obviously he's here, but that's what I'm thinking he's doing. Okay. So I'm going to talk as if like this guy's actually, you know, making the right moves. So if he goes Raptors, red, Krugs, I either cover that play, right? So if he's going to do Raptors, red, Krugs, if I run here, it's because I think I can cover at least 2 of the camps, right? Like that to me is just valuable. If I'm running over here to cover 1 of them, it's like, who cares? 1 out of 3, let me just take 2 of his. And I'm down 1 camp essentially, but I got Grubs, I killed mid, I've done really well there, right? But here, I think that if I run straight to my bot camps, I can actually like cover most of them. And then he shows bot side and he dies. So now that all that's in my head is, well, that's really good for me. Now I can kind of just like farm for my Ghostblade type thing, and I should be in a nice position, right? Where do I think Lee Sin's going out of base, do you think? Because remember, when I gank mid, I'm showing on the minimap, right? So I'm telling Lee Sin, look, I didn't actually take your red buff. I didn't take your red buff, bro. He ganked your mid laner, and then I did Grubs right away. Because, you know, the map would have told him that I did Grubs. So your red buff and Krugs are just sitting there. Maybe you even think your Raptors are up. So I think Lee Sin here is actually running top. I run in here like this. And I've got a great mid laner to do it. Galio ends up being bot right. So I actually just run in here. And it's kind of unfortunate because I would have taken his blue buff here, but my Q didn't detonate on the wall. So if you watch this for me, I think that's going to blow up because I thought I angled it like against the wall. So it's really unfortunate me smarting it like that. But yeah, he didn't even smite that, by the way. That's crazy. Anyway, a little bit of shenanigans around here. The funny thing here is that after all of this, guys, like I know Lee Sin is going to be farming his walls maybe, right? I've got Prior mid. So all I'm thinking about here is just running into his Raptors. That's literally all I do. Look at that. And for whatever reason, like he's running around here and now he's doing the bot crowd, which doesn't really make sense to me. So what do I do afterwards? Because he's showing and we've got info on him, I just take his ult offside. And this is how we got to that picture, right? At the start of this like game review, I guess. Like I showed you a picture around here and I was 002 with 68 CS. This is like how it is. And you might think, yeah, but Eagz, like jungle's really close still. He's got more gold than you here. Like it's, you know, you're not really dipping him. Look at all my camps. I'm not going to lose anything here, right? Like this guy's still running around bot side, like trying to make plays and stuff. Even if he kills that Poppy, man, like I'm going to get all of my camps here and have like what, 80 CS at least. And my Raptors, I'm sure, will spawn sometime soon, right? So I'm going to have like 90 CS compared to his. Wow, look at all the camps he doesn't have any. So this is now where you'll start to see like a little bit of a difference, right? Where do I want to path out of base? I can go here. I could also go here, right? I want to go top side because I want to go top to bot. Don't really care about top lane, yeah? So top to bot here. So that's why we just go to our top camps. Think about level 1 when you run out of base. If all your camps are up at level 1, you think about where you want to path. It doesn't change in 10 minutes. It doesn't change in 15 minutes. If you want to path towards bot side, go top to bot. It just depends on timings though, right? So if Dragon's up in 10 seconds, I'm probably not going to be here. If it's a dragon I think that, you know, we really care about and there might be a fight, you know, straight away, whatever it is, like if I think I need to be bot for something, whether it's covering a dive, oh my god, like Lee Sin's showing here, we just saw him and he's going to dive bot lane, you know, I might just run straight bot. But in this, it's quite passive, right? There's no dragon or anything really happening, so I'm just going to go top to bottom in terms of jungle camps. Yep, blue, Grand Lee Sin runs in here. Like, this is what I mean, right? Can you see, like, the similarities between, like, this and the Silas? Yeah? So, like, this guy doing this and the Silas last game doing this and dying, doing this at my red buff and dying. It's the same ilk, man. It's exactly the same stuff. Every single jungler you play against until Challenger is not going to think about the other side of the map. They will think about it after realizing, oh my god, my camps are gone. Rather than thinking, look, he's probably taken my camps. Let me do this preemptively. No one thinks preemptively. which is what I do, right? Which is why like every single game just feels like so free for me. Galio decides to dive the Hui. You'll notice this, like after this, I know my mid lane is really low. So this Galio is probably just going to like do some weird shit to her. Yeah. So I just react. If I was hitting walls there, it's really troll, right? When it looks that volatile. So I'm just in a position to react. And yeah, we do walls. I accidentally ult there because I fat fingered it first game in like 3 weeks, or second game. Give me a break. Galio steep ping here. So look where I ping. My bot lane ends up dying after this, by the way. But again, like I'm not really reacting. I don't really care too much. You know what I mean? Like if they die, it's kind of whatever in my head. One option I actually have here is to run to grubs. Because like I know Galio's bot, right? So if Galio's bot, therefore I've got a numbers advantage topside. So the funny thing is I could actually run the grubs here. Don't actually. Running the grubs is actually probably good here. So maybe that's a mistake. But yeah, also doing Krugs is fine though. Maybe I want to play for like Dragon. Maybe I even think Lee Sin's not going to do the grubs. You get me? Maybe he won't even do them. Maybe I think Smolder's going to shove this wave, which he does. So I can't actually really remember what I was thinking here. I think I just do Krugs here. Like if he gets grubs, I don't really care because I get Dragon. Maybe that's what I'm thinking here, guys. So like if he does grubs, remember I got all the I got the first 3. If he does grubs, I don't really care. I'm not gonna do anything in this game, honestly. And that's great because I get Dragon, right? And I actually think that ends up happening here, by the way. So that's my thought process there. So I think doing Drake here, which will be first Dragon for us. I don't really want them like getting 2, but if I can't do anything, it's whatever. But even though my laners have like died here, right? They're going to be on the map first. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm still in a position to contest this and I am strong. Like, I feel strong here. And yeah, we just get a free kill on Smolder eventually. And Lee Sin, you can see, how do I put this? It says here he's done grubs, right? Because they've all gone. And I'm like, wait, what? This guy was doing grubs? And this is so good for me now. Like, I was actually kind of scared he might be here. He might be around here. You know what I mean? But thankfully, he's just topside doing grubs. Like, he's ganked my bot lane that much, and now he's, like, just not here. Now he's happy, like, trading objectives on the other side of the map, which doesn't really make sense to me. But again, like, that just happens in this elo. When I do Dragon here, what else am I going to do? Nothing, right? So I just base and run top. Lee Sin ends up dying. And you can see, like, how this guy, because he has no camps to farm, he's almost forced just to make really stupid plays. He's not really. Like, he can still say, look, right, I'm just going to relax for a little bit and just wait. But it's like he's just forcing plays, you know? Like, he's feeling a pressure in terms of camps. Like, he hasn't got any camps in, like, so long. And now he's just, like, running at champions and making kind of, like, rash decisions. But yeah, nothing really to say here. Just keep clearing, which is what we do. And there's Lee Sin, and you can see him how he's got no camps to farm still. And this difference here is real because of what I've done for the last like 10 minutes. Yeah, so it's like a latent materialization, if you will. It doesn't happen like straight away, right? Because I've still got to kind of not secure my camps, but when I eventually do my camps, I'm going to be so far ahead of him because he's got no camps to farm. And you remember when he invaded me at Gromp, when I had like 70 CS or 72, he invaded me at Gromp. Now he's invading me at Raptors because he's got nothing to farm really. He does kind of now because yeah, his camps have spawned or had enough time to respawn. But yeah, Raptors, I know Krugs will spawn after this, so we just do Krugs. And I'm wondering what I do here. Do I actually just end up running bot? I think I just run bot here because I know like I'm so strong, right? Like we can probably dive or put pressure on them. Like it's Smolder, Xerath. Like, oh my goodness, I really want to fight here type thing. So even if all this is watered, I don't really care too much. And yeah, I actually die here, by the way, which might be like, oh my god, he's like, you're dying, that's so troll. But yeah, we just killed the Smolder. And even though I get Galio ulted here, right, I know that we just killed Smolder for practically free. Like that person did no damage. So Galio used his ult here. So if they kill me here, because my laners are doing well, especially mid, I know that exists before doing this. If I can survive or just do as much damage as possible, right, it's going to be so good for our team. And we'll just hard win the fight, right? So yeah, we get everyone to like half HP, good GP ultimate, and they kind of all end up dying after this, which is great, right? 3 for 1 or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but yeah, nice. Where do I run out of base? Just top side. So I just run over here. Maybe towards Rift Herald, maybe towards Crab. Depends like if Crab actually respawns soon. But I'm sure I'm just going to run to, yeah, okay, so I'm just going to run to Crab. I ping on the way as well. I'm asking for wards too, because I'm saying, look, Poppy, we got the bot tower. Play up here because this is where all the resources are. There's Crab, there's Rift Herald obviously, so yeah, just decided to do this. Even though Poppy's not here, this is actually kind of risky, but my Hui's in a really good position, so it's almost like a little bit of trust. Look, if she's going to hit this, wow, this should be good then. And nothing to do here, right? But it's just clear. Like if Lee Sin makes a play on my Ezreal who's shoving bot, I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to tilt. I'm just going to, you know, keep playing my game type thing. Raptors, red, Krugs, I can pick up bot wave if I want to because yeah, it's worth it to. Wait, then TP's top here, guys. So I thought I could get that cannon because it would be like 70, 80 gold or something. So yeah, like I've actually said, look, after Raptors, I'm going to go bot and pick up the wave. And when I see my Hui, who is running bot, TP top, of course, I'm just going to stay bot, right? Because this is the, like what you're doing here, you're not getting this minion wave. You're denying that. Like this minion wave will hopefully die to that tower before one of them reacts. Yeah, so you're actually denying gold by shoving this wave. If I do red buff and Krugs, I'm not denying anything. Like they're my camps. Like they're never going to get taken, right? This minion wave might just sit here. Like if I don't get this, no one's getting this for blue team. So I'm actually denying these blue minions by getting the red minions. That's like the point of getting minion waves before camps, like later in games. And same early game as well, like when you shove waves and stuff. So Lee Sin, you can see, right? Like he's invading my red because he's feeling like a pressure here. Like he's got nothing to farm. He's now down 40 CS. And yeah, end up flashing over. And we just get a kill. What do I do after this? What do you guys think? Again, this will accelerate against pace. Lots of people here are just going to go to Krugs. If their red buff was up, if their Raptors were up, they would just farm them, right? The enemy AD carry dies. I just killed the enemy jungler. They're dead for so long now, right? Because it's like past 15 minutes or whatever it is. So I just go mid and help him shove and drop Rift Herald. You know what I mean? Like, these are not going anywhere. So now I look for his camps. We take walls. We take Romp. We take bot wave. GG. This game I'm starting red because I have Renekton with Ignite. Look at bot lane for me. Bot lane is very passive here, yeah. Nothing really happening in lanes. You can even look here. They're all full HP, so I'm not going to do anything. I actually put 2 points in box here because, again, I'm quite greedy. So yeah, 2 points in box. It might actually be bad because it locks you into a full clear, but yeah, anyway. So we do this. I know that Zara might be pathing top here, right? I'm not actually sure where she is. So all I'm doing here is just pinging, right? If she gets here before me, it's probably bad, yeah? They change CC. Like, if Renekton dies, it's really shit. So all I'm doing here is just letting Renekton know, like, look, she could be there, so I actually cover him off. And as soon as I know that Zara's not here, I just ping bot side of the map, right? Like, she's obviously going to be bot here. We do this. I also know because of that as well, she might have started on her Raptors. So yeah, like I kind of moved past. I don't actually know if I did, but her Raptors might spawn at 4 minutes. So again, I've just like got that in my head. Just go mid, pick up a free kill. Guys just like trolling, so whatever. And then Zara shows mid, picks up the wave. And this is really good for me, by the way. I don't know why she does this, but she actually ends up running to her top camps. So 4 minutes has already passed, right? So she's not here. And top lane, I don't think I can kill that Camille because the Zara could like potentially be here covering it, yeah? And I just use Ignite. So I don't actually think we can kill that Camille when she's like that HP. If she was like 100 HP, of course I'm running top and just killing her, yeah? But with that HP, I think it's too difficult. And she is basing, and Renekton's got to shove that wave. Like, it just doesn't line up. That's what I think anyway. And just remember, guys, like when you're not playing in really high elo, if you're not playing against Canyon, Kanavi, or someone, or me, these junglers you play against are going to make really weird decisions. Like the Lee Sin, like the Silas, like we kind of exploit their showing on the minimap early game by taking their camps or whatever it is, and they get tilted. This Zara doesn't actually really, I don't really take her camps this game, by the way, so it's kind of a different game, but she literally does not base. Like, honestly, she does not recall for ages in this game, like until 8-9 minutes maybe. What do I do here? I just run to Krugs and just do Krugs. Like, bot lane's playing so passive again, so I'm just going to do Krugs and chill. Even on a champion like Shaker, oh my god, you're so early game. Well, it's AP, but even if I was AD here, I'd be making the same decisions, man. Exactly the same. I know my mid laner has prior, so now I'm thinking about like where Zara is. Maybe she's on a wolf camp. Like, I'm thinking she's going to be bot side here because she's probably cleared her top camps by now. So yeah, I actually end up pinging this, and yeah. Top lane's in a decent position here. Like, if this Renekton was good, he could always hold up the wave a little bit more, but he actually does, so this is good. So we just go in, and I should probably kill this person. This is just like mechanics. I felt like really shit, by the way, like when I was playing these games. So I should definitely E her here, right? I didn't even E. Oh my goodness, what a bad player. So I should definitely E, and my mid laner unfortunately is fighting, so we won't get a kill here, but it's kind of whatever. It's not like the worst thing in the world. Like, she's going to miss so much, you know, from top, so at least Renekton gets a nice lead out of it, but I probably would have killed her if I E'd her first. So yeah. I also know here the Zara's probably doing Dragon, right? So yeah, we just do Grub. And after this is where it gets interesting, because this person after like Dragon, or if they're doing Dragon here, they might end up like taking my bot side. So all I do here is just like take her red buff. I'm a little bit scared because Dragon was so delayed. So they just did the Drake. So I was actually scared that she's actually covering this. But as soon as I see that this on the minimap, right, like it will save the blue team or the team that hasn't done Dragon. It will tell you if Dragon's been taken, of course. Same with Grubs. So as soon as I know that Zara's not here, then I just queue over and take Rogues. Pretty sure I go back to red buff because I'm thinking here as well, like she might invade my bot side. Yeah. So similar to the Lee Sin game, right? At like level 5, he could have ran into my bot side and I thought I could cover it because I was level 6 and stuff. Here I'm like, I don't actually know if I can cover that. Like, I don't have prior bot. My mid laner is a Corki who zoom. So I don't actually know if I can cover my bot camps here. So I'm actually happy trading in this situation because I don't think we win a fight. If I think I kill the enemy jungler on my camps, especially when I'm AP Shaker, right, it's a little bit more difficult. If I don't think I can kill the enemy jungler on my camps, then yeah. She ends up doing a really weird play where she ganks a Corki with W, and they don't get a kill. They've got like no hard CC or anything. It's not like they have Lissandra with Flash Ult, or Malzahar, or LeBlanc chain. So she ends up just going mid and wasting time. And because of that, it makes it very difficult afterwards to like go to my bot side, because I would just see her, yeah? And my whole team can like collapse. So now she's got to go to her top camps, which I've already taken. Kind of weird. I put a box down just so I know and do a little bit of damage when she runs past. And yeah, just remember she hasn't based yet. At a base camps here. Where do I go? Top to bot? Well, I actually want to go to my top camps because she might invade me. But yeah, same thing. I just want to go top to bot. I don't really care about top lane, honestly, at this point. Like, Renekton's fine. Like, in this lane, I think it's absolutely fine. Like, just to, like, path towards bot now. Could actually, like, kill her and dive her, maybe. It's getting there, right? Like, it's kind of close. Renekton with Ignite is really good, but he doesn't have Ignite yet. So, yeah. We just farm camps towards bot. And, yeah. Keep pinging where I think Zyra is. Decide to run in here because that guy has 1 HP. You can see. We eventually killed this guy. It was kind of annoying, like, how long he lasted. I have to even use ult there, even though he's 1 HP, but yeah. And now I'm a little bit scared of Zyra being here, yeah? Like, I don't have ult, and the Zyra here will know that I'm really low, because I'm obviously showing, killing the Yone, right? Thankfully, she's bot. So when I see her here, I'm like, oh my god, thank god she's there and not taking my camps type thing. So yeah, I just take my red buff, take my Krugs as well, hit level 8, which is nice too. And I'm guessing I just recall after here or just wait for her to show maybe. Oh yeah, that's all right. So I actually based here and my bot lane got mad. If you guys go and watch my stream of this game, my Lulu literally types, can't believe you backed. Why would I not back here? I've got grub spawning in maybe like 10-20 seconds. So yeah, I just decide to run top and my bot lane ends up dying, but I don't really give that much of a, don't really care too much. She also has flash, by the way, heal and ult, and she still died to that. So yeah, shout out to this person. I know Zyra's bot, yeah? Zyra just killed my Lulu bot, so I just take her Raptors. And she's still bot, by the way. Like, there she is. She's still bot. So remember, what's the pattern? Just take her camps. Well, that's it. I don't know why this guy didn't go in. This 100% is like a good gank. It's just Renekton didn't go in. She actually E'd in, by the way. So she E'd into Renekton like 15 seconds ago, and he just walked off. So I don't know if this guy was tilted or something, but yeah. Yeah, you can see me ping him as well, which is always fine, like if you think someone is trolling. But yeah, don't do it if someone's actually trying. But that guy did like looked as if he was just trolling me. So after this, right, Dragon. How can I contest Dragon when my bot lane is kind of getting pumped and Lucian's going to be there easily? Right? It's not like I can just run through mid and do Dragon here. So yeah. If I don't think I can do anything in terms of kills, I'm just going to farm camps on the map. And I think I should farm my Gromp here because there's no camps top on her side. So I pretty much have to default back to my camps. Go for top crab here. I'm going for top crab just because I know this person is not going to do my bot side. I think anyway they're going to run top because they don't know if I've done their top camps or not. So in my head here, I'm actually expecting her to be top side. But she's randomly bot, which is whatever. So that's why I'm actually going for crab though, guys. Because I don't think she's going to touch my Raptors here. Yeah, I actually think she's doing that out of base. End up basing here, I think, because I've got so much gold. Yeah, so I've got like faded ashes and stuff, or whatever the item is this built into. I forgot what it is. So I just recall in the brush to do this. Like, I just want to go like Raptors maybe, or Krugs out of base, and then maybe we can contest Dragon. All of a sudden, my Lulu is getting caught. So what does this mean for me? If my Lulu dies here, I stop my base. And I say, look, I actually can't really do anything here. You know what I mean? Like, all I've got to do here is take red buff and dive top, or maybe mid. That's it. So if mid or top is fighting, that's great. If not, I just take red buff, yeah? Like, unfortunately, that's just how it is. But mid lane is fighting, and you'll just see how this works out. So I end up going mid. We put, like, a little bit of damage onto him, okay, it's whatever. And then I'm thinking here to myself, like, look, this Zyra used ult on Lulu. My mid lane is winning, and I'm also in, like, a strong position, right? I've got ult, I've got ignite, and smite. So I'm actually in, like, a good position here to fight Dragon. Like, I would not mind the skirmish here against the enemy team. And that's just what I end up doing. Maybe it's, like, Shaco tech a little bit here. So I go in, I auto attack first, by the way, so they always react. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as I auto attack here, the Zyra should E, and she does, and I just time my ult perfectly. So yeah, it's actually like perfectly played, I guess, like mechanics or whatever, but that's what it is. Like, I can guarantee you, like, if I was coaching some Shaco player who couldn't play Shaco, which is going to be a lot of people, and I tell them to do this, like, you can fight this, like, easily, you can do this. They're not going to see this, right? Like, they'd do something weird, or if they did end up dying, they'd probably blame me for telling them to go in, but I just, like, know this is good because I can dodge everything, I know how to play this champion, and yeah, get 2 kills, don't know what the Nami's doing, but yeah, get 3 kills, play around box, smite. And here I'm thinking to myself, look, like, I could recall here and run to Rift Herald because it's up in 30 seconds and that would just be perfect timing. But Rift Herald, like, I don't think she can ever do it, especially when I've got vision of it. I guess she could, like, leash it with her plants and I wouldn't know. Just think, like, I'll always get there in time. Yeah, like, I'm always going to get here in time if she ever makes a play. I could always think of these camps too, but she's running out of base towards them, right? Like, she died like 30 seconds ago, it feels like. So all I'm going to do here is just default back to my 3s. So we just do Raptors, we just do Krugs, and I just base. And now we run out of base and we go top. And you can see how Renekton is fighting. I'm trying to get their ace up. I'm not farming wolves or Gromp. I'm running at this fight. And Renekton ends up getting 2 kills. So he 1v2s, which is great. Maybe it was because we helped him out earlier and we got kills or whatever. I feel that Zyra here, because she ganked with red buff, Renekton now has it. I feel like the Zyra didn't actually farm her camps, so I just go in and check. She's still dead for like 20 seconds. So again, we just take her camps. Mid lane's fighting. We go mid, get a kill. Mid tower. So can you see, guys, like how my mental, it's always like, we push, and then we always come back. You know what I mean? Like, I feel if I can get towers, if I can get their camps, if I can kill their champions, all of that comes first. Lots of people there would just run here. Lots of people there might just run back to their camps. I don't know. What do I do afterwards? Rift Herald, I don't even think it's that worth, to be honest, in my head, because I've got all this. So I just run to a bot camps, right? Remember, I also have ultimate here, yeah? So if the enemy jungler, who I think I can beat in 1v1 and really pressure them, is doing camps, I'm just going to run at them, you know? So here, because my Q's up, I decided blast code in, which looks risky, but I know my Q's up, right? So I actually just like dodge everything. Unfortunately, she sees me here, which is really annoying. And we end up getting her thingy there. I have to run off because Lucian comes over, and I'm just wondering where my bot lane is. Lulu thankfully ults, and we have to run off, and a fight ends up happening. But the fight is good, yeah? I box and then E the Nami. I think we end up winning a fight here. I also take her Gromp. So out of that play, I got blue, I got Gromp, and she's still on 99 CS. If I run to Rift Herald, she gets all of these camps. Is Rift Herald going anywhere? Of course not. It's still there, right? That's the difference. So I've got Darius top lane again, and look at bot lane. It's so passive, so I don't really care about bot again, so I'm just going to start red buff. Like, when I've got passive lanes like this, honestly, man, like, if I have any fighting top lane, I'm just going to run towards them, even if they have TP. I'm asking Corki to ward, because he has prior, but he just ends up warding, like, I don't even know what he wards. Wards there and loses prior. Let's go. Yeah, I'm guessing Rengar starts top right in this game. His Bard does have Ignite, so anyway, don't think anything is happening, right? Remember, I'm playing AP Shaker here again, so yeah, we just clear. And then LeBlanc is low, so here I might be thinking, and you see me ping, by the way, so I ping here like 310. So 5 seconds ago I'm pinging because bot lane's fighting, right? So when I see bot lane fighting like this, I'm going to say, look, the enemy jungler will see this, and look, instead of farming blue, he's like, look, I think I can kill these people, let's go. You have to think like that as well. It's not just about you, right? It's way more about this guy, the enemy jungler, than it is about you. I know top lane's pushing to me. I know mid laner will probably fight because it's LeBlanc, so I just go in. She flashes, I just E and get a kill, let's go. I know my E kills are there, so I don't need to ignite. Rengar never really starts Raptors, so again, if we didn't see him, like if we had no idea where he was here, I know he's bot. How would I know he's bot at 345? Because top grab's here, so obviously he's going to be here. Rengar, though, doesn't really start Raptors, yeah? It's going to be red buff. If this was Lilia or Hecarim, I would do this crab and I would run towards Raptors. One more thing I just want to say here, by the way, I'm actually going to take his Krugs, and I want you guys to think about, like, how on earth am I going to take his Krugs in this game? Think about it. He ganked bot lane, right? And this Rengar ganked bot lane without blue buff. So he ganks it with 20 CS, which is what he has now. 24 CS is a full clear, right? On your side. So your side is gone. All 6 camps. I know he's on 5 camps here, so blue buff is still there for him. I also know that crab is still there for him, right? So he's got 2 resources to farm. If he does those 2 resources, right? If he does blue buff after crab, it will be like 405 when he's basing. His Krugs will spawn at like 415. So he'll be running out of base by the time I'm hitting his Krugs. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's what I do. If he bases now, he'll be able to cover them. But again, I don't think he will here. And I trust myself to get out. Like, if he did recall and run here, I trust myself to maybe even, like, get the Krugs and actually escape. But I know he's got another camp to farm, yeah? Like this. So I know this is going to happen because he's got another camp on this side of the map to farm, which pushes that recall timer back on top of the camp. Like, he's recalling when his Krugs are up, essentially. And you see me here, like, I'm pinging, like, Darius just to relax because I really want to farm Krugs here. Like, if I do this, it's so good for me. So I take the main, or like, the main Krugs anyway, and then I gank top lane, and we get a kill. I should just, like, leave that wave and recall. Like, we should never try pushing that because she has TP, but yeah, it's whatever. Again, a freeze is not going to dictate a game. Please do not think that. Oh my goodness. Just recall, right? And I know that Rengar's going to be here. Yeah, because he would be running to his Krugs. His Krugs are gone. Now he's going to go Raptors. And what do you think? It's happened a lot in these games, by the way. So the enemy jungler, right, I've taken their camps at 4 minutes. And what are they going to do afterwards, do you think? In my head, I'm thinking this guy's going to do this. Especially when LeBlanc runs from down here to mid lane. I'm guessing she's warded around here. Look at that. She has warded. So not only do they have vision of that, but the Rengar's going to be mad. So I just run to my Raptors. And I do my Raptors. I know he's doing this. I know the whole time this guy is going to do this. Yeah? And you'll see him come over here, the lunatic. I should probably stay a little bit closer, but I don't want to give him stacks, right? I don't want to, like, lose all my HP for no reason here because I know he's dead, right? So it might be a little bit passive, but yeah. So, all right, he got the big Krug, but I still got all the others, so I still got, like, decent gold. Remember, like, your auto attacks as Shaker will slow people if you still have E, so that's why you hold E as long as possible, on top of the fact it does more damage the lower they are. And, yeah, my Kog'Maw gets a free kill. Kog'Maw Lulu with a free kill. Wow, this Rengar's trolling. How troll is that? It's not. Like, he is kind of trolling. Okay, don't get me wrong. But that happens because I know he's doing blue buff. So this was 2 minutes in the making. I don't know he's going to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know he's going to invade my Krugs. I just know that if he's going to do an extra camp here, it pushes his recall timer back to be on the camp on time. So I'm going to take that camp. Then he's going to get emotional. And then he ends up doing an invade, right? And what do? I think about the other side of the map. I kill Sejuani. I think about this. By the way, if I don't gank Sejuani, I'm still running to Raptors. Because he'll see his Krugs gone, and he'll be like, oh my god, he stole my Krugs, how dare he? That is literally me showing. Even though I'm not showing on the map explicitly, I'm actually still telling him, look, I was here very recently. So if I was here, I'm not here, bro. So go ahead, try to invade me. But I know that, right? Because I'm low here, I just base, can't really buy that much, so I just go buy like cooldown boots, and we just run to top. Yeah? I'm also no here, by the way, guys, like I'm 2 camps away from hitting level 6. And if I run to grubs here, like Sejuani has prime on level 6, right? So all I want to do is try to hit level 6 before grubs happen, yeah? So I also don't think he's ever going to do grubs, by the way, with my lanes. So that's why I just do like walls and gromp, hit level 6. And after this, I'm pretty sure I'll run to my bot camps. Let me think, because I did Raptors, right? And maybe like 5 minutes. So same thing here, right? Like I could invade his top camps, but I know that my bot side, yeah, Raptors and Krugs are going to respawn. So yes, I can do this, but I actually want to cover these. That's what I'm thinking, right? So I just run straight there. Thankfully, like he shows mid. Don't know why. And yeah, runs towards his top camps. So yeah, I just do this because LeBlanc like might push because Corky's really low. So whenever you see this, remember, Hwei, can you remember? Hwei was really low. So I was like kind of active in this area in case the Galio did something, and he did. So here I queue over and LeBlanc won't be able to see me, obviously, just in case she decides to go in. Yeah, and that's the same reason, by the way, like I hang around a little bit because I'm waiting for Rengar. Yep. Waiting for Rengar. I put a box down here in case he has to run off, and I'm in a position to like Q, E, and whatever the Rengar. I also know Rengar's top, yeah? So I'm sure after I do this guy's like Raptors and I know Corky's safe, I'll ping top side. Especially when I see Darius in like an advanced position, you see me ping here. Pretty simple stuff, right? This next bit is like really kind of not advanced, but it's just like in depth. So when Rengar shows top here, I know that he's done only one more camp because he had 46 when he crossed mid. So this guy had 46 CS when he crossed through mid, I'm pretty sure. So he's just done his red buff, right? Because there he is. There's his red buff on him. So he's just done red. Therefore, I know he's got 2 more camps. Same thing. I know that he's got 2 more camps to farm. That might add like 30, 40 seconds, right? So let's just put it this way, if he had like 60 CS, right, and he's level 7 maybe, and I 100% know these camps are gone, I would just react straight away. I would do dragon straight away. I would try and dive bot straight away. Even diving bot might be a little bit late, but it is a Rengar of no ultimate, so he's like kind of not a champion. But it would have to be way more instant, right? But I know I've got all the time in the world here because he's got 2 more camps. And look at him, we even see him running off, right? So it's like validated in a way. And now you see me, look, I'm going to do dragon afterwards. So the funny thing there is like, Eagz, why don't you do the 2 before the 3? Why do I not do dragon before the 3? I know I'm getting this no matter what. Like no matter what here, I know I've got this because he's got 2 more camps to farm. What I do instead though, because I know I still have enough time, I do a 1, which is killing his bot lane, right? And even though I show here just for a little bit, maybe they see me, maybe they don't, it might even look like I'm running off here, I decide to try and kill his bot lane. And remember, it's Rengar with no ultimate. So even if Rengar is here covering, I don't really care too much. So we get the 1s first. And oh my god, he's like, you're not even going to get, you know, the dragon out of that. Isn't that bad? And I try to kill this guy, right? But he actually does like a nice Q. Isn't it bad, like, if you don't get the 2 out of it? Of course not. We just killed the Ezreal. Like, look at this difference in bot lane. Well, it's not really like that big of a difference, but yeah, there is a diff. That's way more consequential than getting dragon, which they're not even going to do here, right? Because look, I want to fight here because I know he has no ultimate, right? So I know he's out of base and he might be somewhat strong. Wait, hang on a minute. He didn't actually even recall this guy. He just like ran straight here. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, I know in terms of like items and stuff, and I know that Bard's recalling. I know that Ezreal is running out of base, but he still won't be here, I don't think, that quickly. So I think here in my head, especially when this guy stays, like I think this is just winning, right? I know LeBlanc's here, so I don't want to die to LeBlanc, right? If he like W's over or hits me with a chain, I will die, so I Q preemptively just to make sure. We kill LeBlanc. Don't know how Colmore did that, but respect to him. And yeah, we kill Rengar, and what do I do after Crab? Think. Other side of the map. Other side of the map. What do I do? Base. See me pinging here. Rengar has ult. If he dies, he dies. I can't do anything about it, right? I know Rengar's potentially top side. Yep. We just farm bot. Rengar's bot. This is great. So we just started some sort of like fight bot lane. Ezreal's really low. We aim. We get a kill. I know Rengar might be here. Do I care that much? No. And I think we might even end up killing him here. They won't kill me here. I don't even know which one's the real clone or to this one, but yeah. Anyway, guys, like that's basically it.